Alright, what is up guys? This is episode 2 or video 2 of the Rags to Riches playlist, where we're teaching beginners or like intermediate traders, right? Teaching from basically like nothing, right? So you know nothing, and we're gonna get you profitable, right? Just make sure, take notes, pay attention, and take it seriously. Because if you don't do that, it's gonna take you longer to become profitable. Right, but anyways, today we're going to be talking about swing highs and swing lows, also known as swing points. Right, title of this video, swing points. So we're just going to help you guys identify what a swing point is. Right, I don't want to kind of get too deep into like other stuff because I want to save that for other videos. Right, I'm just going to simply explain what a swing point is, and then I'm going to just kind of help you guys find some examples on the charts, and then you're going to have some stuff to do after that, right? So the purpose of this video is to help you guys identify what a swing point is. So what is a swing point? Swing points are like important areas in price that you have to pay attention to, right? I'm going to get to why they're important in the next video, but now we're just focusing on identifying, okay? Simply what it is that it's a 3 candle pattern, okay? So there's 3 candles, 1, 2, 3, and there's 3 wicks, right? Because most candles have wicks. So there's going to be a big wick, that's the middle wick, or the second candle, and then there are 2 other wicks on either side that are shorter, right, or smaller than the big one. So there's a big one here, this is the tallest one or the biggest one, and then 2 smaller ones, right? These smaller ones can be like, this one can be like this one can be like this, right? It doesn't matter the size of these ones, as long as the middle one is the biggest one. This is considered a swing high. So even if it's like one little tick above this one, this is still considered a swing high, okay? And these 2 can be any distance, right? They can be any length. So this one can be like this, right? This one can be like even taller, right? But this would still be considered a swing point because this is the largest candle, right? This is the tallest one. So I like to mark out swing points by just kind of doing a dot on the second candle's wick. So just like that, that's how I like to mark out swing points, right? And then same thing goes for the downside too, right? A big middle candle or big second candle, and then 2 smaller wicks on either sides. Okay, and the body size can also be different too. So the body can be like really small like this too. Doesn't matter, right? Like literally nothing matters. Only thing that matters is the wick. Okay, like is the wick the biggest on the second candle? And are there 2 smaller wicks on either side? That's the biggest thing, right? It can look like this. These can be like really, really close too. And if this one's still taller, this is still considered a swing point. Right, this is still a swing point right here. This is a swing point. So let's throw on some criteria. Okay, let's write some stuff down here. So first thing is that, okay, 3 candle pattern, right? It's 3 candle pattern, right? I don't know, second candle has the highest or biggest wick. Okay, this is the basics. Okay, okay, we'll say the wick size doesn't matter, right? Wick size does not matter. Okay, and the body size does not matter. Okay, so bodies can be any size, right? It can look like this as long as the wick is there. Okay, and the second one has to be tallest. Okay, wick size does not matter, body size does not matter, and the second candle has to be the biggest wick. Okay, and if it looks like this, if it's on the top, it's called a swing high. If it's on the bottom, it's called swing low. Okay, like I just refer to them as swing points, right? Swing points, but technically this is swing high and this is swing low. Okay, it just makes sense, right? If it's like high, it's a swing high. If it's low, it's a swing low. So that's pretty simple. I don't think there's anything else I missed. So just focus on this criteria, okay? Focus on understanding this. So now let's go to some examples, right? Because we know how to do this. We know what it is. We know what we're looking for. So now we just have to look for it. All right. So let's kind of go over some swing points. So it's a 3-candle pattern, right? First one I see right off the bat is this one right here. Okay, the high wick, and 2 lower wicks on either side. Okay, and the body color doesn't matter either. Should have probably wrote that down, but the color doesn't matter. Only the wicks, okay? Smaller wicks on both sides. Same thing over here, right? The body is super small, but there's a big wick here, right? This is a big wick, and then 2 smaller wicks on either side, right? This is a super tiny wick. This is like a relatively bigger wick, but there's still 2 smaller wicks on the other side, okay? Right here. Smaller wick here. Like that's, relatively smaller or shorter compared to the main one, right? And then one right here, right? This one's all the way here, but it still counts. Right, sorry. All right, this is a main swing point. This is a second candle. This is that first candle, it's shorter. And this third candle is also shorter. Right, same thing here. Boom, boom. Right here, boom, boom. Right? It just like super easy once you get the hang of it. Just 2 shorter wicks on both sides, okay? It's not that hard. Right here, look, shorter wick on both sides. All right, you can find some more examples probably. Like this one right here, shorter wick here, and there's like shorter wick up there, right? Right, like if that makes any sense, it's like pretty simple, right? It's not rocket science. All right, this and then 2 smaller things, okay? Right here, 2 smaller. Right, like I can do it pretty fast because I've been doing this for a while. But if you're just starting out, you're not gonna be as fast. That's okay. Right, you don't need to be fast at it, honestly. It's just like kind of a fun thing to do. Right, just maybe do like 30, 40 of these. Just like a good number of examples, right? I just like to use the highlighter. So yeah, just kind of go here into brushes, and then you should have highlighter. If you star that highlighter, it's gonna basically stay on your favorites bar. So it's like a favorites bar, right? So it's gonna stay there, and then you can just click on it either from here or your favorites bar, and you can like change the color, do whatever, right? But I just like to kind of do like a little dot wherever I see swing points. So that's how I like to do this pretty much. But yeah, just like identify all the different swing points in the leg, right? Just keep doing that until you feel like you can get all of them. Right? It's not a hard concept. I just need you guys to understand like how to identify them first, right? Because if you can identify them, then we can move on to the next step, which is like understanding what it is, like why it's important, and how we can do more with it. Right, but anyways, yeah, just practice doing this, maybe like 30, 40 examples, or just until you feel like you've got the hang of it, until you can like easily kind of do it, right? And you can do this on any asset. Just practice doing swing points, little dot here, dot there. Make sure you justify why, right? You actually need to have a thing. You can't just call you can't just call a random candle a swing point, right? Like this is not a swing point here. No, right? You need to have 2 lower wicks. So make sure you're doing it correctly, because I can't teach you to do it correctly when you're doing it incorrectly, right? I told you guys how to do it so you can practice it, and it's a pretty simple concept. But yeah, there's really like nothing else to say, right? Just practice it and make sure you do it good before you go to the next video, right? Don't just binge watch, actually practice it on your charts. But yeah, anyways, that's it for this video. Yeah, see you guys in the next one.